Greetings in the name of the Most High Yah. It's King Yedaya, aka King Solomon, staying wise in life and in these markets. And I'm gonna break down my GBP USD trade. I recently broke even on those positions that I took in the prior video, and I'm gonna kind of just explain like the fundamental aspect of what the US dollar is supposed to be doing at this point, and the technical aspect of the trade, right? So, and to kind of mesh the two together to kind of get some timing on when we want to actually take this trade, right? So, I was looking to short GBP USD, which is going long on the US dollar, right? So, overall, I'm bullish on the US dollar with, we have this slight accumulation right here, right? All this I guess taking of positions right here, right? This is what I consider, taking the long position right here in this little section right here. It's a lot of liquidity, right? So when we got the bullish run up, the breakout, we hit the high, and then we started to pull back, right? Now, in my opinion, we're supposed to break out on the US dollar because of the interest rates, the upcoming interest rate hike, right? So now that, the feds know that, they're going to raise interest rates, and, big money hedge funds and all the big players know that, we're going to probably go higher on the US dollar, right? As traders, as market makers, they're going to bring the price back down to a certain level. Excuse me. And I think they're going to bring it back down to this liquidity area right here, right? Before we get that bullish run up, because again, they need to, if the trade is too imbalanced, if sellers are coming in, buyers are it's too much on the buy side, like it's too much positions being taken as we, as traders see the market moving up, they're jumping in around this level here, right? They're jumping in around this level here, and we finally got up to this level, right? So I think they need to clear out some of these traders, because nobody at this point here was probably selling, right? So they needed to create a market where they could, create some kind of to rebalance it, so to speak, right? So when they get the pullback here, we get sellers to jump in, and these reversal traders and stuff would jump in and try to go short, right? Now, for some of them, this has been a successful trade up to this point, right? But fundamentally speaking, they're on the wrong side of the trade, right? So some of them know that. They know the tactic that's being played, right? And they're just going along with it because they know eventually the trade is going to go north, right? So they're coming back with the liquidity grab, which I do that sometimes, I'm saying, when I'm trading stocks and stuff like that. When we get to a certain point, even in a bullish trade, you see the weakness and they come back to kind of rebalance and pick up liquidity, right? So I think that's what's happening with the US dollar, and I think we might get back to this 61% monthly fib line that I have right here and just grab some of this liquidity again, so these people here will have to defend their position, and it's a good opportunity for them to jump in again, right? So with that being said, I want to go long the US dollar, so I'm going to short the weakest currency, in my opinion, against the US dollar, which is GBP USD, right? So let's see here. Right, so I just recently closed out some of my positions right here. Kind of broke even on these trades right here from these sells, right? Because I anticipated that, like in the last video, I said that we might get a pushback up, right? So I didn't hold through that pushback up because I'm thinking we might get to like this level here, which is lower VWAP, right? This is lower anchored VWAP, that green line right there, that's lower anchored VWAP. So everything is staying below this level right now. So we're definitely in a short position, right? Everything is staying below lower VWAP. So I think this is a nice place for it to come back and retest, and it coincides with these levels right here, right? So from a trading perspective, this will be good to get a better entry to go short around these levels right here. And then you get you get more pips coming back down, right? Down to the lows. So when the US dollar actually breaks out, then we could get like a nice long run. Let's see how much pips that would be if you caught something from up there. Let's see. So from lower VWAP to the lows is 436 pips. So I mean, man, like if I enter like 1.5 lot size coming back down here, that'll be great. You know what I mean? That'll be great. So I just gotta be patient. Don't get too frustrated when the trade isn't working out exactly as you wanted it to. And just understand like the fundamentals and the way the market is traded. It has to do certain things contrary to what the fundamentals are saying. So if everything is setting up like we're at resistance levels and we probably should go short, like I was trying to do, I have to understand that the market is preparing itself. The market makers are preparing for the US dollar to, take flight. So they're going to have some pullback in the US dollar, which would cause the GBPUSD to come up to these levels. So this 1.22009 level, I'm looking at that level for a nice short, right? So once we get up there, I'm going to definitely take a position. Or even if we get up to some of these levels here, which is, let's see, 1.21890 or 1.21645, somewhere around these levels, you could start taking positions, I can start entering some small sizes here and here. And eventually, if we just get to here, probably pop above a little bit, because they always do things, not exactly to the T. They have to, when people take shorts right here, because people are going to be looking at these levels, right? So they might just pop above it a little bit, So that's the setup I'm looking for on GBPUSD. All right, y'all, it's King Yedaya, aka King Solomon. Stay wise in life and in these markets, and y'all trade safe and stay blessed.